Here we are with my Rebel Alliance list. It starts with the commander, and that is a generic Rebel officer. He has no upgrades. Also leading the Force as an operative, we have Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight. He has been upgraded with tenacity. And then 3 Force powers. He has Force Push, Force Reflexes, and Jedi Mind Trick. To the left is the mighty Chewbacca. He has Offensive Push. We got 3 units of Special Forces, starting with the 2 Strike Sniper teams that you see right there, no upgrades. And then we have a unit of Wookiee Warriors in the back. They have the Bowcaster Wookiee, they have Offensive Push, and they have Recon Intel. Then we got 4 units of Rebel Troopers. 2 of those will have the new Rebel Specialist. That's going to give them a dodge token when they take that as a free action, but it does tap it. Over here on the right, that Rebel Specialist is represented by the Ithorian model. We got a 4-man squad, and we got a 4-man squad with a medical droid. So altogether, 10 activations for this Rebel list featuring new Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker.
We welcome Keith back to the channel, and he has brought Operative Vader to go up against my Operative Luke. So, Keith, what is all in this list?
Yeah, so I've got Krennic with Aggressive Tactics, Commanding Presence, and Electric Binoculars. I brought Operative Vader with Force Choke, Force Push, and Endurance. Then I brought a Death Trooper unit with the DTF-16, the leader with Compel. I put a Comms Relay, Overwatch, and the config on them. Then I have 3 Shore Trooper units, all with the T-21B and the Recon Intel on them. And then the mortars all with Comm Relay. All 3 of the mortars have Comm Relay on them as well. So that's about it.
I love it.
800 points.
800 points, 9 activations, ready to get taken on by my Rebels. As I am the blue player, these are my Battlefield Condition cards, and we start in the upper left-hand corner with Disarray. Then we got Advanced Positions and Major Offensive, Sabotage and Moisture Evaporators, Cover the Supplies, Key Positions, Clear Conditions, Rapid Reinforcements, and Minefield. As it's my first turn to veto, I'm going to choose not to veto.
Yeah, I'm going to take out the Evaporators.
The bane of red players everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to do away with Clear Conditions to give you a difficult choice.
Yeah.
Rapid Reinforcements looks pretty good with my Wookiees.
Yeah, obviously I don't like Cover Supplies with my low activation, but I think Disarray it doesn't work with my synergy, and it would screw everything up for me, so I'll have to deal with the rest.
Okay, so we're going to have Advanced Positions, Recover the Supplies, and Rapid Reinforcements. We'll be back to look at the board after deployment. We'll do a quick overview of the board before going over deployment. As usual, we have our river running in our forest board with the bridge over it. That bridge provides light cover. Anywhere you see sandbags, that is also light cover and open terrain, while the barricades are heavy cover. Difficult terrain. We got a couple hills, according to the rulebook, will provide some light terrain. And then we got these storage connexes in buildings. That's all heavy cover, line of sight blocking. Now we have 2 types of woods on the table today. We got these light cover open terrain woods with those types of trees that you see there. I think they're deciduous. And then this coniferous forest will be both difficult terrain but cover too. Lastly, if you're shooting down through the bottom of this landing pad, that's going to be light terrain. If you're shooting up on top on the tie or the landing platform, that is going to be heavy cover. And then you see 2 ladders on the board. Those ladders are going to allow you to clamber up those buildings without having to roll dice. So we got 5 objectives. This one placed by me, this one placed by me, this one placed in the center, and Keith has placed his 2 over there. So Keith, let's start with your deployment.
Yeah. So as Rapid Reinforcements, I pulled out a mortar. But with the rest of it, I've got a Short Trooper unit here, here, and here. Mortar up top here, mortar there. Then I got my Death Trooper unit, Vader, and Krennic right there on the side.
Very nice. Over on my side, I have put the Wookiees in Rapid Reinforcement, as I alluded to when we were doing the condition cards. I have Luke Skywalker there in my center, hunkered down behind those 2 storage connexes. And then I got my unit of Rebels here on the left. That is the one with one of the specialists. Chewbacca there helping out. The medical droid team here in the back next to the officer. My other unit of Rebels with the specialist right here on the right. We have 1 sniper unit peeking around the corner. One sniper unit, as you saw, has already moved in contact with the box here on my right. And then we got a 4-man unit here to back them up as well. So, with that, Keith, good luck to you.
Yep, good luck.
It's going to be awesome to have these new operatives on the table.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Keith, turn 1 as a blue player. I've gone with Assault.
All
Very
right.
simple card.
And as a typical red player with lower activations, I'm going to play standing orders.
All right, so we will come back with our orders out on the board.
Outrageous.
Orders have been placed, and starting over here, my officer as the nominated commander gave one to himself, he gave one to Chewbacca, and he gave one to Luke Skywalker. That was it for me. Now the Imperial shenanigans begin.
Yeah, so I entourage here to Death Troopers. I gave the order actually to these short troopers, which gave it to the mortar. Comms related back over to the other short trooper, gave it to the mortar. Comms related back to these guys and ended there. They all got aim tokens, and they all got surge tokens from aggressive tactics.
Okay, so with that, it is going to be my turn first, as I am going to go to my stack. I have pulled a Special Forces unit. That's going to be these guys right here. Their first job is going to be to claim that objective. And then what they're going to do is they're going to take a pretty simple move action back a little bit. And that way I can do just some peeking with my sniper buddy over here, in case you ever get anybody in range. And so I'm going to cohere him within 1, which will put him right about here. That should keep him nice and protected. As that Special Forces unit is done, Keith is doing some measuring. As usual, let me know if you need a second to make a decision.
Just one quick second. Yeah.
All right. Keith has made a decision. Where are we going with?
I'm gonna pop the config on this.
Okay.
Long range config. I'm not gonna aim because I'm actually recover for the second one.
Okay.
Just trying to add the suppression.
His target is going to be these rebels. You say you can see 2 of them at this point?
Yeah, I can only see these 2.
And they'll be in heavy cover.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yep.
So you said no aim token.
No aim token. I do want to have that recovered. I want that back. I think this is more just for suppression.
Okay.
Just to slow you down a little bit here.
Cover 2.
Cover 2. I just need something to hit here. I got a crit.
You got 2 crits, it looks like.
Okay, 2 crits. This goes to a hit, but it will go away for cover. So that's it. So the 2 go away for cover, and then 2.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. If I can make any saves, I'll make 1, so I'll lose a guy and take 2 suppression. With this second action, Keith has done the recover over there, as I've taken a casualty on my side and 2 suppression. We're going to go to my stack. We have pulled a core trooper unit. And I think that core trooper unit is going to be these guys right here, who are going to be double moving up. That's exactly what they're going to do. This 4-man unit ran into the water. That's why you see the speed 1 marker out there. Oops. And that's going to end their turn after a double move.
Alright, good sir. Just thought I should have done Krennic and electric binoculars before I did them, but that's alright. Not used to playing electric binoculars on them. What I'm going to do, though, is move these guys.
Okay.
I'm just going to get in contact. I don't think it's going to be enough.
It should be.
Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so then I'll contact and claim here.
Okay.
If I can get this moving. Oh, I don't want to hit me like that, guys.
Alright, so contact and claim. While he goes ahead and he coheres that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my stack, and I have pulled another core unit. Alright, so that is going to be these guys up here. They do have the Rebel Specialist with them, and I think what I'm going to do is double move them as well. It was 2 speed 1 moves with these Rebel troopers, and now they are in contact with the objective there. They have not claimed it yet. That's going to be their turn, though. We go over to you, sir, as he's taking some range measurements, seeing how far he would have to get with those mortars or shore troopers to get in range of my rebs.
It's the shores I'm worried about. I'm definitely going to move the shores. I'm just debating on where here.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of cover right here. I don't really want to get into the trees. It's too close. But I think I might touch the sides of them here. Let me.
You know, Imperials have a huge fear of trees, especially when they hear Ewoks in them. So that's totally understandable. You want to take a second, or are you?
I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to try to make it legally here.
All right.
Can I go over these little lines?
Those lines? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
all right.
less than half the height of the.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to be able to walk over it if not.
Yeah. No, you're good.
I'm going to move here.
Okay.
Is that fair to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes a little hard to do that. And then just want to make sure I'm in a coordinate range. I will. I'm just going to touch the end of this here. I'm going to stay out of range, anywhere close to range 3 of you.
Okay.
Just here back.
Otherwise known as Chewbacca range.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So as I go, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with my commander, and the first thing he's going to do after his rally step is inspire one off of these guys. Now at range 1, he will go ahead and give out a dodge token to somebody. And I think that somebody is going to be Luke Skywalker, just in case he needs it. It's highly unlikely. And then he's going to follow up by going a speed to move towards Master Skywalker. Because he feels like that's going to be the place he can do the most good. It's also the place he's in the least amount of danger.
Right.
And there's an argument, you know, get him killed so Luke becomes my commander, but that's not how I play. All right, so that's going to be it for my commander. This is 2 actions as we go back to you.
I'll need a quick second.
Okay.
I'm
All
pulling
right.
from the bag.
All right, pulling from the bag.
Core unit, which is left with my mortars here. I think I'm going to move this mortar a little bit here. I don't really like it there. So it's going to be this one. Real quick, I believe they do have reposition. Yes, okay. That's what I was wondering. I want to just make a slight pivot
Okay.
and move it.
Speed 1 move.
This is going to be hard. Do you mind if I take this off? Or
Not at all.
Okay. Well, I don't really want to drop that.
I don't want you to drop it either, Keith.
That's why I was for some reason every time I come over here, it's like I'm busting something up.
It's pretty sturdy.
Check range,
Sure.
and then yeah, I'm gonna move just a hair more.
So that range gets him about right here at this point.
I just want to stretch that. Basically, it's the second move with reposition. So if everybody's watching, I'm just tagging him up a little bit. I don't want to move him in range 4 yet.
Okay.
All right, and he's done.
And he is done, as I am going to go back to my stack. And I've pulled a core unit. I'm going to take a second to think about this one myself. So, Keith, I've decided to activate this unit on the left. First thing we got to do is see if we roll off a suppression. We do not. So, they are just going to be going back a little bit for the time being. Get these tokens out of the way for a second. And so we're just going to move them.
And there's a unit expansion guy on that one in there.
There is.
That's awesome.
There is a Rebel Trooper Specialist, which I can tap him to give me a dodge token at times. So, but that's going to be it for this core unit right here, as they have reassessed the situation and taken their step back.
Going to my bag.
All right.
Pulled out Krennic.
There's the director with the binoculars.
Yeah, at this point, I'll take a dodge and I'll go ahead and give Vader an aim. I mean, it's not going to do anything, but I'll do it anyways.
Okay. I mean, I think that's
Might as well.
a solid play. As I go over here, I have pulled my last core unit. I think what I'm going to do with these guys is I'm just going to move them up ever so slightly. It's getting crowded over here. All the rebels fighting for position. Their second action is going to be to take a dodge. And that's going to be it for them. All right, back to you.
Pulled from my bag. Pulled core. It's my last one left. I will take a standby and a name.
Okay. As I go to my bag, or my stack, I've pulled a Special Forces. We've been waiting for you, buddy. All right, that guy is going to take an aim, and we're going to make a measurement real quick. But I believe I should have, yes.
Yeah, you should have 5.
No issues getting those shores. Now, I'm going through multiple layers of light cover here, which ends up being light cover. With Sharpshooter 1, that will be a no cover shot.
Okay. And placement tubers cannot claim, right? They can't physically claim?
We're going to have to check that one. I think that is correct, but we're going to have to check. 2 hits. Solid start. 2 saves.
1 dead.
1 dead with the Pierce 1.
Yes.
So they're 1 mini short over there on the shores and have a suppression. That's going to end the turn for my Rebel snipers. They'll keep their aim, but they're going to lose it here soon. Keith back to his bag.
My bag! I pulled Vader.
All right.
I'm going to need a second on him.
Oh, okay. Keith has made a decision with Vader.
Stand by and dodge.
Yeah, biding his time. I actually like that. So, Keith, what do you have left? You have 1 token left in the
Yes,
bag?
I've got 1 token left in the bag, and I believe... Oh, I've got those guys over there.
And 1 unit of shores.
Yep.
Okay, so I am going to go ahead and activate Chewbacca.
Chewie!
And Chewbacca is going to take a measurement real quick. So with Chewie, Keith, I just decided I'm going to move him up here.
Okay.
Ever so slightly, and then he's going to take a dodge as well.
Sounds good.
And so he'll be ready for future turns. As we go to your last unit,
Well, I'm
or
going to pull from the bag.
pull him from the bag first.
I'm going to drop this. Now, I'm gonna need just a second to figure out where I'm going to drop it at.
Sure. All right, Keith, what have you decided to do?
Placed it right there.
Okay. With that, I'm going to go ahead with Operative Luke. And I think Operative Luke is going to make a double move action. He's going to go ahead and jump into the water, which won't slow his speed because he's using the jump.
Right. We would now.
And it will now, so I'm pulling out the smaller move token here. Just kind of move him out of the water behind this bridge, which gives cover 1. We're going to go ahead and bring up his dodge token, and that will be it for Operative Luke.
I think that's it for... Oh, no, I got 1 more, don't I?
Yep, you got the shore troopers back here.
I'm just moving up and claiming, so...
Okay.
Yep. I'll go ahead and claim. I'm going to recohere a little bit here just so I can get that range coordinate.
Sure.
Other than that, I'm good to go.
All right, and then I go for my last token, which is Special Forces, which is the Wookiees. So we're going to bring them on the board and show you where they're at. So these Wookiees deployed at range 2, then used their recon intel to move up. And that's going to complete their turn. So as far as board state is right now, we have the Rebels in contact with this objective, having claimed this one back here. The Empire has claimed both of these objectives, correct?
Yes.
And then,
sorry.
that's okay. And then in the center, both teams kind of dancing around it. So at the end of the turn, we'll go ahead and remove 1 suppression and any green tokens that we have on the board, and come back for turn 2. Excellent. We are in round 2. Keith, I have played Return of the Jedi. That's Luke and 2 units, and Luke will gain one of those handy dodge tokens. Annihilation looms. All right.
Looms. Yep. Everybody's gonna get a suppression token.
With Krennic's Cunning, you will have priority this turn. I didn't have to pretend to need a roll. Nice. Keith has priority, so his orders went down first. What did we do?
Yeah, it's kind of a mess. Krennic got 1. They got entourage. I gave one the orders to Vader, and then I actually gave the order to this guy, which comm relayed it to them. That comm relayed to here, and he gave his order. Sharing gave his order right there. So.
Okay, so we got a bunch of surge tokens out to include on Vader.
Yep, aim tokens all go on the shore troopers. Vader got a surge, Mortar got a surge, and these two got the surge.
And if you didn't pick up on it during the list when we went over it, Krennic does have the what's it called? The range 4?
Commanding presence.
Commanding presence.
Yeah,
thank you.
And aggressive tactics and everything too.
So Luke Skywalker gets his dodge token and his order token. I deliberated, but I ended up going on Chewbacca and my rebel officer back here. We'll leave those Wookiees out there to see what happens. So Keith, you have decided what you're going to do this first activation of round 2.
Yep.
What's it going to be?
As long as I can see those Wookiees, I'm going to hit those Wookiees with a mortar. And I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Cover 2, for sure. But
Absolutely.
Alright, let's go ahead and do that. I want to get an aim token first, though. So aim token and shoot the Wookiees.
Okay. Let's toss an aim token out there. Of course, this weapon has critical 1.
Correct.
And you're looking for a
I
result.
got a surge there, too.
It's suppressive. So far, we got a hit.
Reroll these 2. And that's going to be a crit.
Yep. So
Oop, oop, oop. There it is.
go ahead and roll my 1 dice as I cancel this one because of cover. No save, so I'll take a wound on a Wookiee. So we have taken a wound, and we're up to 3 suppression with the Wookiees. Of course, they roll red dice when it comes to rally step. We're not going to go to them yet. We're going to go to our stack, and we've pulled a core unit. It's going to be this unit right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll off a suppression. No. And what we're going to do, because there's no time like the present, we will go ahead and claim this second box for our action. And we're going to also go ahead and tap my Rebel Specialist in order to gain a dodge token. I don't think I'm going to be the first choice here, but they're looking to skedaddle here shortly, so that's what they're going to do. All right, back to you, Keith.
I'll need just a second here.
Sure. So, Keith, you've gone to the bag and you have drawn a trooper token.
Yep.
Let's see if you roll off that suppression.
I do.
You do.
Which it Courage 2. I messed up over there. Aim and shoot the Wookiees.
Okay.
Cover 2 for sure, but we'll deal with that.
All right. Loading up my Wookiees with suppression. That's the name of the game right now.
There's a crit. 1 crit.
Just 1 crit. See if we can save it. We do need a shield. No, we do not, so I'll take a second wound there. Wookiees up to 5 suppression and 2 wounds as I go back to my stack, and we have pulled another trooper unit. Let's go ahead and make it these guys over here. We're going to try to roll off that suppression. We do not, so that's just going to be a single move action for them, as they're going to move up behind their buddies here. And that's going to be it for them. As Annihilation looms, really punishing me as it tends to do. Keith surveys the board. We're going to give him another minute. Keith has made a decision.
I'm going with these guys. Hopefully suppression comes off. It does not, so...
Okay.
I think I'm still going to move up. That allowed them to be able to fire for next round. But they're too far out for now, so... This is where strict orders probably would have been nice. Look at this box with it.
All right, while you're getting them all set, I'm going to go ahead to my stack, and I've pulled a Special Forces, which is going to be that unit right there. Do they roll off their suppression? They do. Once again, they are going to be aiming and shooting at the shore unit that they hit last time.
Cover 1 this time.
You will have cover 1, of course. 1 black, 1 white, 1 aim token. We got a crit and a hit, we're going to use the aim token to reroll the regular hit. See if we can double crit action going. No. They will take a second suppression token and lose a guy. So those guys have been further suppressed and have lost an arm mini. As I go ahead and flip my order token over for my Special Forces team, we go back to you, Keith.
I'll activate these guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to roll that suppression.
Sure.
No.
No. It is one of the things with Annihilation Looms is it cuts both ways.
Do you mind putting your 5 range up again?
Sure. Keith has moved his shore troopers up, making sure they were just out of range 5 of that sniper who just shot. Is I'm going to go with the mighty Chewbacca now. Chewbacca rolling off suppression. No, that is good for me. What he is going to do is he's going to take a move action. He is going to see if he is in range of those shore troopers over there. And so that's going to be range 3 for Chewie. He will be in range right there. Agreed?
Yep.
So what he is going to do is he is also going to be tapping his offensive push to get an aim token, and he's going to shoot at the 3 survivors there for the shores. So the aim token here, I do surge to crit, and that's really kind of what I'm hoping for because Keith has heavy cover. Yep, just has heavy cover. So we got 2 crits so far.
Nice.
All right, use that aim token. See if it pays off. The 4 points
Is that
offensive.
a crit or a hit?
It's a crit.
Isn't there only 1 on each dice?
Oh my, you are correct. Okay, so
That's a weird looking die.
that is wild. I'm going to take that one out of the pool. Sorry about that, but we're going to reroll 2 dice for no more. So it's just going to be the 1 crit.
Which is a hit because you have Pierce.
Yeah, so it's another dead guy and another suppression token. So the Wookiee's all done, as we got 3 suppression now, and down to 2 shore troopers left over there. Keith, it is your turn.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and try to roll suppression on that unit.
Okay.
Didn't roll any, which
Okay.
is okay. Because what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to shoot back at them.
At Chewie?
Yeah, Chewie, because you're in range 3, I'm in range 3.
Yep. Chewie will have heavy cover as well.
Yep, I've got an aim and a surge with them though.
Very good. Alrighty, all set.
Yep. Oh, no, I'm not. I need 1 more black.
This is a crit 1 weapon, right?
Critical 1, so there one of these goes to crit. I'm just going to put these over here.
Okay.
Do I want to use my surge?
You do have an aim token at this
I
point.
got a surge too. Yeah. I'll go need a surge and hopefully this is something. It is not. So
So a total of 4 goes to 2.
yep.
And Chewie rolling his white dice save says he'll take 2 wounds in a suppression token. Alright, so Chewie has taken his second suppression and 2 wounds. As Keith, your second action,
I'm gonna compel out.
I'll put a 4th suppression on those troopers, but we'll save them for the time being. I think.
Well, I'll pop one off at the end of the round, so
Yeah.
it'll be okay.
Is I'm going to go ahead and what we want to do here. So we're going to go to our stack. We're going to pull a core unit. So that's going to be these guys right over here. They got the 1 suppression on them. They'll take it off. Good job, guys. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to need to start moving up right now. Having stepped back before, I think they're ready to step forward again to help the old Wookiee. Having cleared the suppression, these guys have been able to make a double move forward. Keith doesn't have a whole lot left to activate over there that can threaten him, so...
can you check range on this?
You're going to be short if that is it right now.
I think so.
Yeah,
short.
You're short.
Now I'm still going to pop them because this is all that's left in the bag.
Okay.
I'll roll a suppression. Nope.
Keep the suppression.
But it has courage too, so I'm going to go ahead and aim and go ahead and shoot Chewie here.
Shoot Chewie. Okay, gotcha. Get you all set up with your aim token. I do have cover 2 or heavy cover at this point. Nothing so far.
Come on, there it goes.
Just a hit, so that's 2 more suppression, but no more wounds, thankfully. All right, Chewie's up to 4 suppression. I'm going to go with my rebel officer. Let's see if he rolls off his suppression. He does not. He will go ahead and inspire 1 off the medic squad here. And what he is going to do very simply is make a little move out to here. That should get him within range 1 of the Wookiee. And he's going to tell that Wookiee to take cover, my friend, to quote my friend Max. And that's going to be the end of my turn here.
And I'm going to need a second.
And Keith, they'll take a second. Keith, what have you decided to do?
I'm going to pop Krennic. I'm going to roll suppression. Don't pop it off, but he has courage too. 1 standby.
Okay.
The other one I'm going to use my spotter. And
Sure.
I'm going to give an aim. I think I want to give the aim actually to them, not Vader.
Okay. Okay.
The thing if Vader's going to attack right now, it's going to be a ranged attack, and an aim on 2 black is not semi-impressive. So.
Let's go to my stack. I have pulled a Special Forces unit. I think it's going to be these guys back here, Keith.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move them slightly forward. I got plenty of room here. To about right here. He's going to take his box with him. And then we'll go ahead and use the movement 1 here. I mean, this would be talking a lot of range for you, but the most important thing to do is make sure I have that objective secured. I do need to see if I roll off that suppression token. Not that it's going to matter terribly. I do. Okay, and that's going to be it for their turn then. As we go back to you. So I think what you have left is your...
Death Trooper and Vader.
You want to take a minute?
Just 1 second, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Keith has once again reached a decision. What are we doing?
I'm going to go ahead and use the Death Troopers here.
Okay.
Hopefully this isn't a mistake, but we'll go ahead and try it out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, suppression. They've got courage too, but alright. If not, I would use compel, so.
All kinds of options.
I need to pop him out just a hair more. He had plenty of room. I was going to try to get him outside cover.
Okay.
Just make sure that. Yeah, I got a little bit more too. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I should have him outside of cover now, other than cover 1.
Okay, so you're going to cohere them and then shoot at the Wookiees, I presume?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I will.
All right, so 5 black, 1 white. No cover for my folks here. Are you using your...
I'm not.
You're not using the suppressive part of your weapon.
I'm not.
Okay.
Sir.
4 hits, yeah.
Hit. I'll use my aim token.
Sure.
There you go.
Total of 6 is going to go down to 5. That's a very impressive roll.
Very happy with that.
So impressive, I need to grab 2 more white dice. Looking for shields here. We got 2, so I'm going to lose a Wookiee.
You don't surge?
I do not surge. So losing the Wookiee and taking a suppression. So 1 Wookiee left on a wound and 1 Wookiee gone. We have a total of 6 suppression. Is I have a 50-50 chance of pulling them right here. We have pulled them.
Okay.
So they have a total of 6 suppression on them right now. Now they are Their special rule is Indomitable, which means I roll red defense dice. We're going to roll right
You need
here.
3 to keep you from panicking.
Yeah. How about we get 6?
What the heck?
There we go, Wookiees, Indomitable. So we're going to wipe these away
2 actions then, yeah.
and take our 2 actions.
What are you doing?
So my Wookiees have moved once, and they have taken a standby token.
Okay, stand by.
And we'll see if Lord Vader, who is the only activation left on Keith's side, wants to come out and play or not. You want a minute to think about that one?
Yeah. Second 2, so that's nice.
All right, so Keith, what you going to do here?
Yeah, so I'm actually going to dodge
Okay.
first action.
I'm not going to use standby at this point.
Okay. And then I'm going to move out.
Okay. Once you move out, we will definitely trigger standby.
Let me just make sure a couple of measurements before I just move.
Sure.
We'll do spur if that's not obvious there.
Check in range to his son, Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, I have
Jedi Knight.
to move in range 1, so. Yeah, I'm just gonna be kind of popping up here,
Okay.
hoping that you can't jump across here.
So as soon as you complete that move action is when I get to do my standby.
And I would have cover 2 at this point too.
Because of suppression, sure.
Well, I mean, your leader's here, right?
Now he had 1 suppression token on him to begin with.
No, yeah, sorry.
So let's see if roll that off.
I do,
Yes.
but-
So now you stay with 1 because you took spur
Oh,
action.
yep, you're right. Thanks for that.
That's okay.
But your leader's here, so you cover 2 no matter what anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it a whirl.
All right, there we go. So,
You leave my Wookiees alone, Keith. You leave them alone. So, black and white for each of the regular Wookiees, and then I get a red and a white for the bowcaster Wookiee. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, that's a heck of a roll, Keith. Now, you will block 2 because of cover, but Lord Vader must take 4. Of course, you will spend your dodge, I presume.
yes. So 3.
So 3.
Boom. 2 to you, though.
2 to you, or 2 to me, and 1 to you. Nice deflect.
I'll take that, yeah, for sure.
All right, so 1 Wookiee gone, a wound on the bowcaster Wookiee. That was a great roll, Keith. Thankfully, I at least punched 1 wound through you, though.
So, the problem is, though, if I force choke him, he's the leader, and you still have 1 guy left.
Yeah.
So, do it go to him?
You have to force choke somebody within range, so a wound would go over
Okay,
here.
so it does put on the wound even though he's the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I think what I want to do first is force push him first.
Okay.
Anyway, so I can get that wound on the bowcaster.
Okay.
And I'm going to put you dang near close to me here.
Move that tree for you.
Now, here's another question.
Sure.
I have a standby on him.
Yes, if you move me within range, you could trigger the standby.
That's what I thought.
Off of
so, that is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm just going to go ahead and take the force choke now.
All right, so that's going to put a wound on my Wookiee.
Or do I have to do it the other way first?
No, well, technically
Because the action's been played,
Yeah.
so I have to shoot first, then
Yeah.
put the wound on.
Yeah,
Okay, I just
'cause
want to...
that would trump it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and shoot with Krennic. I kind of chuckled a little bit when you put that standby on Krennic, but here we go.
Yeah. Well, I knew you were coming around the corner either way.
Yeah,
So-
well, I didn't until I got force pushed around it.
Yeah. Well, I did. So here we go. There's 2. He is Pierce 1.
And he is Sharpshooter 1, so my light cover will be gone.
Correct. Well, you have heavy cover.
I'm not actually suppressed at this point. Oh, but because...
No, you're cut. Yeah, you're
okay,
heavy
I
cover.
got you, because of the thing.
Yeah.
So just 1 at Pierce 1, it means a Wookiee takes a 2nd wound.
And then...
All right. So with 2 wounds on this Wookiee, Keith tells me he's going to force choke out that Wookiee with the bowcaster. And then Keith, you said...
Master the force with force push back, not the choke. Choke's going to stay exhausted.
Okay. As we go now to Commander Skywalker. Commander Skywalker, he's going to take a double move action for sure. I nearly forgot my card action here. So first, does Luke remove his suppression? He does not. But everyone within range 3 does. So that's going to be pretty considerable.
Yeah, for Chewie.
Chewie, the officer here, both these units of rebel troopers are all good now.
Oh, your Wookiee already rolled yours off,
Yeah. He took a beating
crazy.
after that, but
yeah. Yeah, he did.
indeed.
He needs to.
Now Krennic did hit him with a shot, so that would have put one on it. So I will take that one off.
True. Yeah. True.
At this point, Luke, I've already measured, can double move up to base contact with the objective, and that should end the turn. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Rebels have now claimed their second objective to tie the Imperials. Chewie at 3 suppression and 2 wounds. Luke in contact with the center objective. Vader facing off against that Wookiee right there. Everything is looking very interesting at this point. Before we move on, Keith,
Yes, sir.
my second action is I will go ahead and Jedi Mind Trick Vader.
Second action.
It's a free action, I should say.
So free action.
Yeah, free action, Jedi Mind Trick, and then recover using Master of the Force 1. So that's just going to be another 2 suppression on Vader.
Okay, that's fine.
And then we'll go ahead and clean up the board to go to turn 3.
Okay.
Keith, I'm a little bit off it tonight as I nearly forgot to activate this unit with the medical droid. And
It's Vader's presence.
it is Vader's presence. He is not often seen on the field of play. So what they're going to do,
Freaking out.
they're going to move up here.
Okay. I'm assuming take a wound off.
You know, it's a good question. I don't hate the 2 wounds on Chewie. So I think they're going to hold for right now. I will see if I'm within range 3 of Vader.
Okay.
If you can help me out with that, that would be appreciated. There's the unit leader. See, a little...
yeah. It's close, man.
Okay, so you are
No.
over me now. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit short.
Yeah, a little short.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a second move action in that case.
Okay. That's good.
And we're going to move them up to the bridge so they can kind of support both Luke Skywalker and making sure I stay out of choke range here.
I was gonna say that was. Now that you did that, I almost wondered. I wish you would have popped my choke because I moved up and just choked your medical out of there. That was nice.
And that will do it for the turn.
All right,
let's
sounds
go to
good.
cards. Turn 3, Keith. I have gone with one of Luke's new cards, and that is a 2-pip called Full of Surprises.
What does that do again?
So when Luke Skywalker, he gains 1 dodge token. While defending, he rolls a number of additional white dice equal to his courage value minus the number of suppression tokens he has. So at this point, it would be 4 extra white dice. Voracious Ambition.
Voracious Ambition.
It's always a fun one.
Want to make sure I got first.
All right, and you do.
Yep. And he has a dodge on him.
Yeah. So Keith, you had priority. Where did your orders go?
Well, one had to go to Krennic.
Yes.
Then an entourage, I comm relayed to this unit because it's in range 2, which was able to relay to this one, which then relayed it back to this one, and then coordinate to this one, and then relayed it over to Vader.
Okay.
It's kind of awkward, but it's all
So
within range 2 of the relay and within range 1 of your coordinate. So.
you got 4 face-up order tokens with surges, a couple of aim tokens. You got
Yep.
3 on Krennic's card over there, and you got 2 in your bag.
Yep.
It was much easier on the Rebel side, as I ordered Luke Skywalker as my card told me to, and I've gained a dodge token for him. You are first.
Yes. I need just a second on this one.
Sure. I'm going to go grab a soda. Dr. Pepper. Keith, you've made a grave decision here.
It's a bold one here because
Yeah.
I do believe Luke is better as far as fighting, but I'm going to take the first shot on him.
Okay.
I'm going to roll off my suppression from Vader. I do not, which is actually okay.
It's not very Vader-like, I will say.
Let's do shenanigans here, okay, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
I'm going to move with a spur.
Okay.
So I'm going to add another suppression here, which is putting me at 3. And then yeah, I'm just going to, what I'm actually going to do, shoot, I did it wrong. It's okay. I did it wrong.
What do you want to do?
Well, I should have aimed first.
I would be confused as to
I
why.
did it for Relentless. How does this work?
That wouldn't have helped you any.
Because I can pull you towards me with the push, basically.
Yes, you can pull me into combat, but the Relentless would not trigger at that point because it's not after a move action.
Oh, that's fine. Then anyways, I didn't do it
So-
wrong. Doesn't matter. I'll pull you into combat.
Yeah, you're going to want to do that. I don't think you could have gotten a name on this.
Okay,
It does
that's
get
fine.
me off the objective, which is key here. And now we get to see the new operatives fight each other.
Here we go, yeah.
Here we go.
Here, so.
So I think this was the play you had to make. Now, a couple of interesting things going on here. With my full of surprises, I'm going to get extra dice.
Yeah.
You have Jedi Hunter on Operative Vader.
I do.
Which means that you now surge to hit,
Crit.
surge to crit.
Which means the dodge won't be as effective.
Sure. 5 red dice. He does
Yep.
not have tenacity, right?
I do not have tenacity. I decided to pick endurance instead.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that's good play. We'll see. Here we go.
Okay, so
Not bad.
we got 5. I will of course dodge 1 to make it 4.
And so you will surges will count for you as well now.
Yep. Now interesting. So I'll take my 4 red dice, but then I get 4 white dice because I don't have any suppression on me right now.
Yep.
And any paint will be a block. There's no deflect here. So I'm going to end up blocking 3. The white dice do nothing for me in that, and take a wound. Okay, very interesting.
And that was both my actions.
So there is Luke and Vader. Luke has a wound, Vader has a wound. I'm going to go to my stack as Luke is pretty comfortable where he's at right now. I've pulled a Special Forces. It's going to be the Wookiees. I'm sorry, the Wookiee.
The Wookiee, yeah.
And we're gonna go cause some trouble for somebody. We'll see. So Keith, after some deliberation, my Wookiee leader is going to go ahead and take an aim token, and then he is going to move into Operative Vader.
Okay.
In this direction right here. Plenty
Okay.
of movement to do
Sounds
just that. And then he's going to attack you with his 2 black dice.
Sounds good.
All right, Vader.
Looks good.
You do have a surge. I have an aim token and 2 black dice. No tenacity on these Wookiees. As we get 2 hits.
Okay.
Oh, that might change my calculus a little bit. Vader now down to half health, as my Wookiee is secure for the moment. As Piper says, it's going to be okay, Keith.
Oh, I know.
All right, so we'll come back after you figure out what you want to do. I got too excited to start filming too soon. Keith has made a decision once again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use these guys.
Okay.
Then I will actually get another aim token, and I'm gonna shoot them.
Just at range 3, I presume.
It is at range 3.
I will have light cover to defend this attack. All right, lots of dice, short troopers, lots of offense.
Critical 1.
All right.
That's not gonna do it.
That's against, well, 2 crits.
2 crits is good. And 1 hit. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my aim tokens here. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
There's another crit. There's 3.
3 crits.
Alright. Surges are not doing anything for me today.
Yeah, I can relate. So I'll cancel 1 because of cover. Rolling my 3 dice. 3 blanks, so you got that going for you.
Yeah,
4
well,
rolls
one
on both
back.
sides.
That's kinda what I
You
want.
can't have him.
I know.
Alright, so 3 rebels down and a suppression on them as I go to my stack. I have pulled a core unit. We're going to use them before we lose them. Let's go ahead and roll a dice here. We have not rolled off a suppression.
How
I think
close should it be that medic?
1 with anybody. So what I'm going to do is I will go ahead and move them down here.
Okay.
Is just about right here. Keeping their cover, that's going to put them within range 1 of Luke, and they will go ahead and spend their first capacity for the medical droid to treat 1 wound off of him.
Okay. think what I have to do here is I'm gonna go ahead and pull a core unit. No. I'm sorry, I need a second.
Sure. Okay, that was not a long break, and Keith has decided he is going to...
Don't think I've got range 3. Okay, I'm gonna use that mortar right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna aim token, I'm gonna shoot Chewie.
Okay, gotcha. Chewie will have heavy cover at this point.
Yep.
With the aim, 2 crits, well done.
And then nothing.
Chewie might not care about suppression if he fails both of these. He does save 1, so he's up to 4 suppression and 3 wounds. You see Chewie with his 3 wounds and 4 suppression. As I go to my stack, I have pulled a Special Forces unit. I got a couple here. Those guys are still out of range, I fear. So what I think I'm gonna do is move these guys into the water. Right up to here. And with your help, I'm going to see if I can't get range 4 to preferably that unit back there.
This
with all
guy?
the suppression, yeah. Range 5, I'm sorry. So I'm pretty confident I'll have that.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and shoot them. We don't have the benefit of an aim or anything else. And they have heavy cover. So actually, I think what I'm going to do... Yeah, we're going to give it a shot, yeah. I was musing about maybe getting a shot off at one of the other units, but if I can put in our suppression token or maybe get a lucky crit, it would be good. There's a lucky crit, so
Bloody hell.
there goes the T-21 Bravo, I believe.
My luck has been dog crap this game.
All right, Keith has opted to go with Krennic at this point.
I'm gonna go ahead and move up. It's right about there. Just plenty of room.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and spotter and aim though. That's what I want to do.
Okay,
So
gotcha. As I go to my stack, I've pulled Special Forces. All right, we're gonna take a second to take a look here. I opted to conduct a double move with the sniper team to get them in the fight as we go over to you, Keith.
I'm gonna go and do my Death Troopers,
Okay.
which that's Krennic's cover. And he had the surge. My Death Trooper here, so. I'm gonna go ahead and move up here.
It's gonna be the end of something. What?
Oh, that's wrong.
That's gonna be the question.
I think you'll be surprised.
You going after the Wookiee?
I can't. Look at the Wookiee.
You can't?
He's in melee.
I'm sorry, when I say the Wookiee, I mean Chewbacca.
Oh. I mean, I can.
The Wookiee.
Let's see. You're beyond range 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually gonna pop him back a little bit.
Okay. Alright, we'll let you get cohered, but is the Wookiee gonna be the target?
No.
Oh, he's not, okay.
I'm gonna stand by.
Oh, he's gonna stand by. Okay, great play. I like it a lot.
Yeah. I dare you to kill. I dare you to kill Vader.
I'm gonna have to shoot that standby off. That's what I'm gonna have to
That's the problem. Well, you can't now. You shouldn't be able to.
do. Because you're beyond range 4.
Should be.
As I pull a commander, what he's gonna do is he's gonna go ahead
And even if you get into range 3, you can still pop it. If I need to, if I think I can.
yeah, you could. Do they have that upgrade?
Yeah, I got the Overwatch on them. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. There's no way I play these guys that Overwatch.
So what I'm going to do with my officer is after the rally step, he will go ahead and inspire 1 off of Chewbacca. Then he's going to give Chewbacca the take cover order, and he's going to give these guys the take. He can't do that. He's going to give himself a dodge token. As we go back to you,
Okay.
Commander being done. Keith has 1 token left over on the right. He is going into his bag.
They're all cool.
So he knows they're all core. That's the advantage of this card with Krennic.
So I got this guy left. Should be one other one. Oh, I haven't used these guys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's right. I am going to go ahead and shoot the medic.
Okay.
See if I can. Pop them.
So aim and shoot.
Yep.
Normally you think about the squad or the medic as an 18-point model to heal wounds back. This is going to be a 58-point
Yeah, it's a pretty.
to bring back 1 wound for Luke. 2 crits.
Think a little team there. Maybe we'll see.
Yep, sure does. And then play them really well tonight.
Well, technically.
We've removed that squad. And Keith is taking the second name token because standby, they have ready one.
Yeah, ready one. Sorry.
Sure, no problem. I'm going to my stack. I've pulled a core unit. That's going to be these guys. We'll start evacuating this box with 2 speed, 1 moves. Just to make sure.
Should use the 4-man unit for that.
What's that?
Should use the 4-man unit for that.
Yeah, I got these guys up there quicker.
Yeah, it happens.
And then, I was able to push that dodge on them for that one round to make sure that they were going to survive nice and clean like. At the end of the day, it is just 1 rifle, so I don't feel too bad about it. But that's going to be it for them. As we go back over to you.
I don't want to do anything.
There is no pass mechanic in Legion.
I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy up, and I don't really want to put a hit on him, but I don't really want him coming in either. You've got a dodge and cover 2 by my position, don't you?
I have a dodge and cover 2, correct.
But if you block them all, the issue is that you don't get any of it. No, you would. You still get suppression.
Yeah, I would get the 2 suppression.
Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and aim token and shoot Chewie there.
Okay. Aim for Keith, dodge for Chewie, along with cover 2. You're looking for crits.
No, I don't. I want hits.
You want hits, not crits.
I don't want to wound you.
So you do not want to use the aim token then?
No, actually I don't.
So Chewie will take 2 suppression. Chewie up to 5 suppression over there and 3 wounds. Keith was careful not to let the enrage 4.
Yeah, rage, yeah. Rage 4.
As I pull another core unit, and that's going to be this unit over here. And what they are going to do is they're going to move at speed 1 to here. And I think they are just going to take a dodge token for their second action and provide some strategic overwatch for these guys evacuating the boxes. So they'll do their job so you can do yours. As we get back to you, Keith.
I think I only got 1 unit left. No, I got 2. Let's go ahead and do these guys. Let's see what issues I want to play here. I got 4. I need to roll off 1 for not to flee, so. No, 2. That'll
Okay.
work. And then at this point, I know it's kind of. How close am I from everything?
Not close enough.
Well, that's kind of what I want. I don't want to get too close. Let's actually move. I'm going to try to get out of here.
Save that activation.
Well, yes. So, I'm going to move once here because I'm suppressed.
Okay.
And I'll compel off these guys and move again just to pop here behind here. Just to save the activation here.
Okay, as I go back to my stack, I have pulled a Chewbacca. Needing 5 white dice. I see you got 4 over there. I got 1 over here.
Here we go.
He is going to run. I don't think he's going to quite have the distance to get off the board.
No, he doesn't.
But he did exactly what you wanted him to do.
I just want to keep him from playing. That's the biggest thing.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this off camera. Chewie says he's done for now as we go over to you. Clean up these dice.
I only got one left here. I just want to check range real quick just to see a couple things. I just want to move a little closer over here. That way my comm relay actually works.
Okay.
So as long as I'm range, I'm not gonna get range. Well, I actually could get a range 4 shot on them. Ooh. And this is your other guy, so I gotta get.
Yeah.
I gotta get through cover 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually gonna try that. So that's what I'm gonna do. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna come up just a hair back here. Sorry, I keep.
That's
moving
okay.
Back and forth. I should have a range 4.
It's been a nice tight game.
There you go. Yep. So I'm just gonna do some recohesion, but I'm gonna shoot that rebel unit right over there.
All right, we'll go
With
over to the
my-
dice. Okay, so we're looking at 2 black, 2 white.
2 black, 2 white. There might be a line of sight issue, but on the back 2,
Well,
we'll check it if it needs to be.
okay.
I don't think it's gonna get past this anyways. You got cover 1, right?
Yeah, I got at least cover 1.
Yeah. There is a critical right there, though.
Okay, we are gonna have to check line of sight real
Yes.
quick from your unit leader. And well, you are shooting through the emplacement trooper, which would just be cover 1, and it is clipping the building there.
So cover 2.
So cover 2.
That crit goes through.
So the crit goes through. As I roll 1 defense dice. No, as I'll take a wound. We find the Vader yet? Not yet. We're going to go with these guys first as we.
Come on.
No, be patient, my young Padawan. We will not pull off the suppression. And what they're going to do is they're just going to come up here.
Sounds good.
Come up here, out of line of sight of those short troopers that just shot them, and be good. As now we will go to Operative Luke. Give me a second, please.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Keith. My first action with Luke is going to be to attack Vader.
Oh!
So that's going to be 7 dice.
I only need 3 hits too.
This is a tall order. It is possible. I will do 4 damage to you.
You surge?
I do to crit.
Bogus?
No. There's a difference between black dice and red dice, my friend.
Here we go.
So he's going to take a wound.
Alright.
My second action might surprise you. He does have withdraw as a keyword.
Seriously?
Yeah, he's going to withdraw back here to the box. I am sorry that you did not know that. I'll show you the
Well,
card.
I'm not going to activate my standby.
Of course, yes.
Yep, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. Now, I do have Full of Surprises still up, which means I will be rolling red dice and the 4 white dice.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that is at least good for me.
I've got 2 aim tokens though, so I'm hoping for all hits here.
No type. Oh, I'll cover 1 because it's going through the woods.
Oh, okay.
But that will be it. And 1 more
And this
aim
is,
token.
This is the last aim token?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay, so they all hit.
They all hit.
So that's a total of 6. I'll reduce it by 1 to 5.
And you
So that's
get
gonna be-
4 extra white dice.
Yep, 5 red, 4 white, full of surprises.
Ooh.
Well, 4.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, then with all those extra dice, it certainly helps out.
It does, yeah. That's nice.
So he takes a wound again and a suppression.
Now you got no medic.
So at the end of turn 3, Luke is now in contact with the box as we go ahead and remove any green tokens and 1 suppression from each unit, including Chewie. Welcome back, Chewie. As it's been a very good game so far, Luke is going to try to take that box and go as far as possible as we go to turn 4 next. Turn 4, Keith.
I'll play first.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah. Vader's Might. I've gone with Common Cause. Chewie's 1 pip.
Dang it.
What were you hoping for?
What's Chewie's 1 pip?
Chewie's 1 pip says orders go on Chewie and Luke. After Chewie activates, if Luke has a face-up order token, he can activate. And vice versa. After Luke activates, if Chewie has a face-up, he can activate. So it allows him to go as a 1-2 punch.
Is there a range to that?
Well, range 3 for an order. I did check. He is within range 3.
Okay.
But no range for the activation. So at this point, both playing 1 pips.
You got the roll, I think.
No,
It is turn 4, so it will be your roll on shields.
I haven't been doing well with these, so here we go. See?
All right.
Ah!
Run, Luke, run. Get away from there, Luke.
My.
All right, Keith, with priority, I have opted to go ahead and give an order to Luke Skywalker and then Chewbacca, obviously.
Yep.
Over on your side, what have you done?
Well, Vader got his for his order, and then Entourage out to the Death Trooper.
Okay, so I'm going to start by activating Luke Skywalker, who will go ahead and use Force Reflexes, which I should have done last turn, but that's okay. And he's going to take a second Force action in order to put the Jedi Mind Trick back on Vader, so that's going to be another 2 suppression on Vader. Maybe causing him to lose an action. Now, his first actual action, not a free action, will be to claim this objective. And then he's going to skedaddle this way.
Okay.
Try to get out of line of sight of the majority of your firepower, at least. He'll take his wound and that with him. Now, a couple of things to clean up at this point. We will go ahead and refresh Force Reflexes.
Okay.
And so Jedi Mind Trick will remain tapped at this point. Now, I can immediately go with Chewbacca, but I am not going to do that. So it will be your turn next.
Interesting. So you're saying I have options?
You have options. You want to take a minute to consider your options?
Yes.
Okay. Lots of learning going on here, so we're going to catch you up, guys, because
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
mistakes were made, but we did not get too far into it before
Yeah.
they were caught. So Keith has already tried to roll off the 3 suppression for Vader, and he failed to do that.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do at this point, Keith?
Yeah, well, my misunderstanding was that Compel could be used at any time. Compel
Yeah.
has to be used first, which sucks because I'm in melee. So I'm going to use my card and move Luke to this side.
Okay.
Then, you want to just do it real quick?
Yep, go ahead. And we've already done this part. And Luke actually rolled a blank on his
Yes, so he did not take
dice
a
roll,
wound.
so he did not take a wound.
But then what I'll do, because I need this spot here, I'm going to force push him with my card out.
Into Krennic.
No,
Not into Krennic.
just out here.
This will also save you from having to give me heavy cover.
Well, yeah, I'm going to be stuck there anyways, no matter what. Okay. Yeah, so you're going to have a dodge still. All this comes with you.
Yep.
Still going to have a dodge, still have a wound. But you're bringing the box to me. And then, for my actual action, because I only get one, I am going to disengage and try to block my line of sight here.
He's worried about my snipers over on this side, so he's going to get out of sight of them. Now, my mistake was then not moving Luke away from range 1 of Vader. This is a new card for Vader, yeah.
If I was worried you moving here, because if you did, it would have been trouble for me.
It might have been game over. So that was a huge mistake by me. But we'll see if I can't recover.
Now, your sniper shouldn't have line of sight of this model. Some of your other guys may.
I agree. The sniper will not.
All right, and that's Vader. So
Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and activate Chewbacca at this point.
yeah, might as well.
3 dice.
One.
He's just going to get 1 action, folks. He needed 2. He needed 2. That was another mistake by me. I'm not playing well all of a sudden. I've been playing very well up to this point. Now I'm just blowing it. All right.
The whole Compel thing, though, man, that really blew me for a while.
Chewie's going to move up. what I should have done is use my officer to inspire one off of him, because you're not shooting Chewie right now because you want to kill Luke.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, that's exactly what I want to do. Really, what I want here first is Krennic. And if I would have thought this through, I would have comm relayed it. So, I do not. Got a core. The issue with this is that I'm going to be taking some wounds maybe on some of my guys here, so from the deflect. Can he see? Yeah, he can this dude see?
I don't think he is going to be able to see. No, he is not going to be able to see unless you move him out.
I think that'll be okay. I think I'll live with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and aim and shoot.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
All right, so you taking an aim here?
Yes,
I
aim
do-
and shoot here.
I do have a dodge. I'm not sure I'm using it yet. We will see what kind of roll Keith has.
This is critical.
It's a good roll.
That's my critical one there.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't have any surges, so the rest of the surges don't count. But there is one more hit.
I'm going to immediately take the dodge. Because 5 dice. Can't not dodge that.
That card is powerful. That Vader's Might. I know we were talking about that in the podcast, but I didn't know what it really did. But dude, that...
Take 2 wounds. You're going to take 1 back at you.
Okay.
Fortunes have turned. Is Luke now down to half health? He has a suppression token. As I go to my stack.
He has 7.
Does he?
Yeah,
He
he
does
has
have 7. Yeah, you're right.
He's got some more hits you can take.
He does. And take him he will, I'm sure. I pulled a core unit here. And what we are going to do is take a quick measurement.
I was really happy with that card.
Yeah, I'm going to move.
Yeah, try to put suppression on him.
These guys right here.
No, that's what I mean. You're trying to put suppression
Yeah,
on him.
it's trying to put
So I don't
suppression
get the aim.
So these guys are going to move out here. And they're going to go ahead and use my Rebel Specialist to gain a dodge token.
Yes, sir.
And then they're going to shoot at that shore trooper unit who will have light cover.
Yep.
All right, we're looking at 3 black dice here, Keith.
All right.
You got cover 1. I have done 1, so that is the suppression I was looking for, at least, to try to keep Skywalker alive.
I want to pop that config again.
All right, so that's going to end the turn for these guys as we put a suppression token on your shore troopers over here.
Yep.
Okay, there it is behind there.
Sorry.
And you are going to...
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Death Troopers. I think that's definitely a smart option here. And I'm just going to shoot him straight up here with an aim. Yeah.
Okay. Keith talking through whether to throw the 2 white or the black dice at this point. He is going to go with the black dice, it looks like.
Yep, looking for precise hits, not massive hits. So here we go.
And that will do okay. I got precise 2, so I'm going to re-roll these. Well,
4's pretty
4.
good.
Yeah. You have your red, though.
Yep, and that's only half of the time. 3/4 of the time, so that is a 4th wound and 2nd suppression on Luke. Now, so we did not apply Luke's cover there, did we at all?
Oh.
That's okay. I'm happy with that roll. We'll keep with that.
Yeah.
All right, Luke is now up to 4 wounds and 2 suppression as I go to my stack. We're going to go ahead and pull a Special Forces. And that's going to be that Wookiee right there, who is going to use his offensive push in order to gain an aim token.
Okay.
And then he's going to run into Krennic.
Smart.
So 1, 2.
That's not bad.
I'm going to touch that cover right there. All right, so let's see if I can put a couple wounds on the director.
You know, he only shoots so much, but...
Yeah, I'd rather, have the Wookiee tie him up in a bear hug
Yeah.
than him shoot Luke as well. So we got one hit. We'll use that aim token.
Okay.
And he is squishy. Just one.
Oh, he is so white.
Yep, just white.
Yep. Not many people attack Krennic.
Not people.
I think he does.
He does search.
Yeah.
Keith going to his bag.
Core unit, imagine that. But which core unit? Who is gone? Everybody over there. I don't got any range on him. Before you do too much to this one, I'm going to try to roll that baby off.
Okay. I got plenty of white dice over here for you.
Hopefully it does. Does not. Imagine that. So, unfortunately, we're going to take an unaimed shot at Luke.
At cover 1. Won't forget.
Right.
Mortars. It is a full unit.
Alright. Unaimed. Here we go. There's going to be critical 1 right there.
Okay.
But I think that's only going to be 2 hits against you.
So I'm going to block that one because of cover.
Yep.
And save 2. There we go. Luke is bailing me out right now. Luke steady with 4 wounds and 3 suppression as we go to my stack. We've pulled a core unit. That's going to be these guys right here. They are going to have to move forward and take a shot at something that hasn't shot yet. Probably. I'm just going to move them right up here.
See, as soon as Luke dies, you can probably handle the rest.
Yeah, range 3, that's going to be a tough get, I think.
Yeah. I don't know if you even have anything line of sight.
Yeah, it's a little bit too far. So we'll take a second move action with them.
Yeah, you can't see anybody. That's the issue. Yeah, might as well move up. You know I'm not going to shoot you.
Now, what force power did Vader recover?
He recovered choke.
Okay. So he does not have force push anymore.
He does not have force push right now.
Okay. So
That is killing me. I missed
Master the Force 1?
I missed the Master of Force 2 for sure.
All right. So back to you, Keith.
Yep. Go to my bag here. Core.
So we did some measuring. This mortar is going to be
Yep. I'll go ahead and do
within
that.
range 2 of Luke and kind of out of arc. So what is he going to be shooting at, if anything?
This one should be in. It's beyond range 2.
So I'm sorry, I was looking at that one. Okay, this one? Yep, you're
it's
good.
going to be this one back here. He's
Okay.
going to loop. And his arc is right there, so.
Yeah, so it will be through the trees when we go center to center, so Luke will get heavy cover here.
Yes.
But with your critical 1, this could be interesting.
Yeah, I'm surfing for crits, which isn't always the best option, but it'll work for this now.
Not always the best option, always an option.
Yep.
All right, Keith, we're all set.
Alrighty. There's the
We
crit.
got one crit. You might as well try to get some more.
Absolutely.
No.
Count. Yep.
He'll take a
Nice.
wound and 2 suppression.
Better in the present.
All right, so that mortar is done. Luke on 5 and 5 now as we go over here. We've pulled another Special Forces. That's fortuitous for us. I think what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and aim and shoot at this unit right here. We'll triple check that he's within range 5.
Range.
but
This is
plenty
4
around
years, so yeah,
four,
you got, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Sharpshooter 1 will reduce this to a no cover shot from cover 1. Let's do some real damage here. Come on, boys. We got 1 hit so far. Using that aim token, so just 1 dead.
Just 1.
1 measly sure. All right, so we have removed another of the old boys over there. As Keith is back in his sack.
We got a core unit here.
Okay. So we can be a mortar, and that guy back there with 2 suppression.
I'm gonna need just a second on this.
Okay. Keith, I see you putting a token next to your mortar.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and aim and shoot Chewie.
Okay, Chewie will have heavy cover at this point.
Yep.
All right, Keith. See if magic strikes again. We got
There we
one
go.
hit. You're
Let's
just going to
see
stick
what-
with that, right?
Yep.
2 more suppression on Chewie. Chewie hanging out with 3 wounds and 4 suppression. As I go to my stack, I have pulled a Special Forces. And I've done a little bit of measurement, and I know that those guys are out of range. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bump these guys up a little bit. And then shoot at that unit that I just shot at, Keith.
Okay.
Make sure I take my prize objective with me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it right between these 2 so it's touching both of them. It shouldn't really matter, but that's what we're doing. All right. Black and white either needing 2 hits or a critical here to do a damage. We got 2 hits because I do surge on offense. So you'll block 1 because of cover and then pierce 1.
No.
We'll go through and kill another short trooper. That will end the turn here as Keith goes back to his bag. He has pulled a trooper.
Core.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go and do the same thing. I'm gonna shoot Chewie there.
All right, aim and shoot Chewie. Never have I ever had Chewie shot so much yet take so little damage.
Ooh, that's not good.
Cancel 1.
So you actually want to take a hit here.
And he will.
Dang it.
So he's up to 4 wounds and it'll shake all that suppression.
I just left it. I just added 1 from the suppression keyword.
I was going to say, Keith, you seem like a gambling man and you put everything on red right there and it came up white. So I don't know how gambling works. I got the commander. He has nobody to inspire at this point. So I think what he is going to do is he is going to double move up into the action. Foolhardy, maybe.
Whatever, I ain't shooting that thing.
He shall meet Director Krennic on the field of battle. All right, so back to you, Keith.
Yep, it's got 2 left here.
Okay.
It's Krennic.
Okay.
I'll do his 1 white dice here. So, yeah. So just, I guess, aim and shoot it. It's Wookiee.
All right. All right, so
Just
aiming and hitting at my Wookiee warrior,
there you go.
who is about to take a wound. Yes. That Wookiee who did a great job of bear hugging Krennic is taking his wound. Is I go over here, and it's going to be this core unit. I don't feel the need to really do anything with them at this point. I guess I'll just move them back twice. And you're done for the game, boys. Good game. As we go to your turn.
Yeah, I just got this last unit left. He's sitting back here.
Sitting on 2 suppression.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't clear any.
Okay.
So, I will take a compel though, and move just a hair up here, just so I can see Luke. And I'll take 1 shot at him. Just searching for crits, I guess.
All right.
Probably not gonna happen, but
Really, a hit would put an air suppression on him, which would not be a bad thing. So
Right, yeah.
let's see what we get.
it's worth a try. There's a crit.
Crit.
Here we go.
And he saves it.
Oh.
Good effort.
Yeah.
At the end of turn 4, the situation hasn't changed a whole lot. We got 2 boxes on the Imperial side. We got 2 boxes on the Rebel side. 3rd box there with Luke Skywalker. We're going to pull a suppression off of everybody.
I pulled 2 off mine. That's why I got that.
Everything else seems set. Big misplay by Luke that last turn. Let's see if I can recover here.
And the possibility of taking damage now. Luke's been saving like a master, but
If you want to hear more of our thoughts on Luke and Vader, check out our podcast, The Jedi Hunter. Available on Podbean and other things, soon on Apple. Right now, I'll go first this time, Keith.
Okay.
Turn 5. I've gone with my 1 pip for the operative Luke, which is you serve your master well.
yeah, I figured. And then I went with my 2 pip. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Fear and Dead Men.
All right, let's give them a look. All right, at the start of turn 5, I have priority. I've issued an order to Luke. Keith, what have you done?
Sorry, the mid-drink. Obviously, Vader got his order, and then I gave the entourage there. Sorry, and he will get a suppression.
Okay, the first thing I need to
Or
do...
not suppression, sorry, the surge.
Surge.
It's late.
I'm going to have to try to roll off
5.
these 5.
Oh!
I've rolled off 2, Keith.
Son of a gun! Told you were going to.
That's what I needed, as I have...
I'm telling you, this operative Luke
Command
is
3.
incredibly strong.
So, the first thing I have to do, my friend, is recover.
Yep.
That is going to get me Jedi Mind Trick back.
Okay. Technically, I should be getting a dodge because of my card.
Yep. I am going to choose to put 2 suppress token on, using Jedi Mind Trick, on this unit of Death Troopers.
Yep.
And then, as a free action, I'm going to use my 1-pip card to shoot at Darth Vader.
Will he get covered too?
I think he gets covered too. Between the suppression that he has and everything else, he
All
sure
right,
will.
so I'm hoping for a really terrible roll here.
All right, 1 second. Keith, I will absolutely be using the 2 white dice each. So 2, 4.
This card is just kills my heart.
We were just talking about how great your 1-pip was.
Yeah, what the heck?
Here it comes back out. You know, the interesting thing, Keith is going to have a dilemma here, hopefully. We shall
Well,
see.
I don't imagine it not. Well, we have a lot of dice. Is that right?
It was 2 white dice per Death Trooper.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
And then 1 black and white for
Okay.
good old DTF-16.
So, cover takes out the hit.
Yeah, that was a terrible roll.
That was an awful roll.
Yeah.
Do I want to dodge this? This is the problem.
This is a problem.
So the issue with the dodge here is if I play it, I got better odds of surviving it. But also, if I don't survive it, 2 of my guys take a hit versus just 1.
No.
No, yeah, 2 because my mine goes to a blank. A blank takes the hit now.
Yeah.
So I would take a hit on Vader
I get you.
and
Yeah.
so I'm not going to use it. I'd
Okay.
rather just take it and kind of hope for the
50-50
best
shot here.
here.
He will save it
thank
and take a
goodness.
suppression. That was
Thank goodness.
See, that hurt your heart and it did
It
nothing.
did. It hurt my heart
Absolutely
bad.
0 put suppression on Vader. For another free action, Keith, I will go ahead and take my Force Reflexes.
Makes sense, yeah.
And then, just because I can do so much damage to me, I could easily kill this unit right here with the box. But then Keith could just pick up that box, or Luke's box, or cause problems. And I have measured. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just move behind that Death Trooper right there.
Are you in melee? Is that what you're
And go to melee.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you can help me move him right in there, we'll bring my box with me, and the box is going to be positioned right here, as to make it hard for Lord Vader to come get me. And then we will be attacking
The Death Troopers.
all of these bozos. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, healthy dice roll here. I don't think I want to kill you. I think I want to kill 4 of you. Let's see how well I can do here. Well, I won't be killing 4 of you here either. I'm going to be 3 at Pierce 2. Now, they could certainly make all 3 saves, and they do. So there's still going to be 3 of them left, which is terrible for me. Luke only managing to take out 2 Death Troopers. He is now locked in combat with them for the time being. He will go ahead and ready Force Reflexes at this point with Master of the Force 1. Keith going into his bag of tricks.
Go in my bag. Yeah, I mean, I only got Krennic and Core in here, so. Do they have a dodge?
No, that was from last turn. Thank you.
So, what I'm going to do is take these guys. I'm going to try to roll that suppression off. I kind of need a tuck tail here. I do. So, I've got enough movement to move back. I should be fine there. So what I'm going to try to do here is take a pot shot. Which I got range 3. Range 3 shot, and then I'm gonna move.
Okay. Keith will be shooting through the woods, which will provide light cover to the rebels.
Yep. No way, nothing. Look at that.
Nothing fancy, folks.
No fancy, just good old shooting here. I do have critical 1, and that's actually going to save me right there because it's all I got. That's all I got.
Let's see if I can save me. Yes.
All right. Let me shoot me off that.
Keith has moved his guys with the box back there. He doesn't want to lose that for obvious reasons. As we go over to my stack, we have pulled a core unit. I think what I will do, Keith, is these guys right here. Vader has 2 suppression right now.
Vader has 2 suppression right now.
We're going to go ahead and aim and shoot at Vader from here.
Okay. Right, it's 1 2. Yeah, range
Yep.
1 2.
Keith actually has 2 dodges at this point, folks. Because every time I activate in range 1 to 2 of them, and they were within range 1 to 2. I do have my aim. These guys will sell their lives for the dream. Getting a crit so far. Using that aim token.
Dang.
3 crits.
Gosh.
3 crits, rebels.
What the heck is
3
that?
crits. We're a family-friendly show, and you have done well so far.
And I can't use dodge on crits, can I?
You can't. Well, you can still use it in order to activate deflect. You just won't cancel any of the.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's
you have
that's
to.
a no-brainer.
I think you
It's a
have to
no-brainer.
increase your chances.
So here's what's
by-
fun about this card, though. If I actually take hits, so do you. So I played this card and like, if I'm gonna die, so are you. So here we go.
I'll make this trade. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know you will. There's a hit for you and me there. So.
Okay, and a 3rd suppression token.
Yeah.
Keith, I gotta tell you, after that 3 crit roll, that could have been worse for Vader.
Yeah, I really could have. I was whining about my defenses, but they're coming back. So
Yeah, the dice have certainly turned.
yeah, so I'm actually I have to act. I can't let them just sit here. So, I'm gonna make a chancy shot here. I'm gonna kind
He
of.
does have 3 suppression, so let's try to clear
start with
that
this
first.
here. Start with this. Let's start.
Yeah,
One.
he does. Okay, so that's going to give him both actions as he is leadership 3,
Yep.
courage 3.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and spur.
Okay.
I could have probably done it in 2 1s. But I'm not going to take a chance.
Yeah, you don't want to take a chance with that one.
Yeah. I could have technically spurred on the second one if I couldn't have done it, but it's alright. And then, yes, I'm going to go ahead and move in melee.
Okay.
That's so target relentless right here.
Mm-hmm. Kill some ribs.
Okay, no aims. Nothing here. I do technically do have a surge token if I need it, but I'm honestly probably not going to want to use it, so.
Keith hoping not to kill. Now, Pierce is an optional keyword, you know. You could choose not to use the Pierce 3 at this time. You got 3 hits. If you hold it at just that, you will kill 3 guys,
Yep.
leaving the unit leader.
I'm good. That's
All
good.
right.
I'll do it.
All right. We've removed 3 rebels. Keith, you have recovered
Yeah,
Force
force push from the last turn, so
and
I've got both
opting
of them back now.
not to use choke at this point.
Yeah.
So I go to my stack. I'm going to pull a core unit. I think that's a relatively easy choice. We're going to go ahead and
Yeah.
see if he rolls off his suppression. It won't matter. He will, though. He's not scared of Vader. You're scared of Vader. Yes, he's going to go ahead and do a withdraw.
It's okay, get another dodge token though.
And you will get another dodge token.
Yeah. I figure this is a problem, but we'll see how it plays out. The issue is he's got high velocity weapons coming at me, so.
Yeah.
That's
All right. So that's going to be it for me as we go back to you.
All right. A little bit on my back here. Core units. I am going to check to see if he is outside range 2. He is not. But it's within. Is it within in range 2?
It has to be within range 3 to 4.
So yeah, he's not liable. Everything else is so far away. I am. How close do I need to be? Pretty close. I don't think I can make it.
Sleeping as usual.
Sorry.
That's okay. We'll give you a minute. How about that?
I'm good.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, so what are we doing?
Look at these guys.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to try to finish them off is I think my best option right now.
All right.
So aim token.
Looks like just cover one shooting through the emplacement trooper. Alrighty.
You should be touching this.
Is it not?
If your intent was, I'm fine with that.
No, it's good.
Okay.
So 2 guys. Hopefully this will do it. There's critical 1
And this was a hit right here as well.
hit. So right now we're looking pretty good for 2 guys, but might as well use the aim token.
Sure. There you go.
I don't think it's
Cancel 1.
Yeah.
Now all I gotta do is make 7 saves.
Here's 5 over here.
Thank you.
Pretty likely you're gonna die here.
The guys who got 3 crits on Vader, we will sing songs about them forever.
That was a good roll though.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. All right, so I've removed that unit. As we go here to the stack, we have pulled a Special Forces unit. It's going to be these guys right here. Oh, boy. Actually, Keith, it's going to be this squad right here.
Good.
They're going to shoot at Vader, who will have cover 1, and they're going to move. Okay, so at cover 1, you're not going to be able to use a dodge token against this because I am using the high velocity shot here. Let's see if I can get one through. Nothing at all, but I need to move them away before Vader comes and chokes them. All right, they couldn't take out Vader, but they can secure this box, hopefully. As Keith goes back into his bag.
Look for some good stuff. I will.
What'd you pull?
Oh, core. Sorry.
No problem.
I'm gonna try. This is really the only shot I like on this guy.
Okay.
I think he's within range 3.
As long as he's not within range 2. So
Yeah, he's within range 3. I'm gonna try to take him off the table here. I'm gonna do an aim and fire.
All right. My Rebel Trooper has cover 1. You got a crit and 2 hits.
I like that. I'll just keep it without the aim.
Of course. So rolling 2 dice, you will take him out. Well done. All right, so that Rebel unit is done as we go back to our stack, and we've pulled a core unit. I think I only has one of them's. And them's are coming... I will not be... Well, no, yeah. Will I be within range 4 of Lord Vader? Can you, is that 4 measuring stick over there, Keith? Can you see if I'm at 4 right now?
Of him?
Yeah,
No.
I am not. Okay.
No.
Well, then here we go. And it will go to your turn, so if you want to get ready.
Okay.
Double move action back here with my box.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna be pulling off the 1 card and putting strict orders back on because I don't know why I did that. It wasn't really handy. Go to my bag here.
Core unit.
Core unit here. I'll try to take some shots on Chewie.
Okay. So aim and shoot?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Aiming and shooting with Chewbacca. At Chewbacca. Oh,
Wow.
that's 3 crits, huh?
Yeah, it's coming back for me, man. No, it's gonna be. This is a hit.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You want to aim and try to...
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
3 crits.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem. Chewie will save 1, but he's up to 6 wounds. Well done.
Nice. That's.
Chewie up to 6 wounds. As I go to my stack, I have pulled Chewie. Doesn't have to worry about any sort of suppression, so he's going to take a look. Vader is going to have his base probably covered by that, so I think I'm going to aim and shoot at Vader.
Okay. And no more dodges for him. So.
All right, Chewie, you have been sidelined most of this game by Keith's good play, but you could really make an impact here.
How awesome would it be if we took each other down?
I would enjoy that. So I was looking for some crits. Nothing. Just an air suppression for Vader.
How is he staying alive?
Poor dice rolling mostly. Well, I mean, I rolled 3 crits. That's not fair. I don't know.
All right.
Okay, so Chewie is done, having accomplished nothing of note this game.
Well, let's take a run at him again. Let's go ahead and aim and shoot him again.
Okay.
Really well for me this game.
Yeah, I haven't been able to get in range to really do anything back to him. 1 crit.
Just one this time.
You can't kill him. You can only slow him down, and you will. Chewie at 7. Chewie at 7 as I go to my stack. Special Forces. This is going to be an aim and shoot at Vader, just using the high velocity. You will have cover 2, which I'll reduce to cover 1.
I can't kill you back.
Can't use them dodges. So far I got 1 hit. Let's see if I can pull it off. Yes.
All right, so
Roll me a dice. He cannot use
I do have
deflect.
a surge token though.
Okay.
Come on. Oh man. He's down.
All right. Interesting. It's all about Luke now, folks.
Heroes of the Rebellion.
Mm-hmm. Darth Vader lies dead.
Yes, he does. I grabbed another core unit here, which is pointless.
Does have a suppression, so we might as well see if you roll that off.
Yeah, 2 of them actually has 2 suppression.
I thought you had 2 last turn. Did you remember to take 1 off? I'm sure you did not.
He had 3 last turn.
Okay.
Yeah, he definitely had 3 last turn because I was worried. No, he actually had 4 last turn. I rolled 1 off
I
last
thought
turn.
it was like 2 turns ago, man. Okay,
It's been
so
1 turn.
just 1 action.
Oh,
I know what happened. He had
I compelled.
2. You compelled to go up to
that's
3
right,
and took
that's
1
right,
off.
I fell
Okay.
back. The issue is you're tied up with everything here.
Yeah.
I can't get into melee with you here.
Nope, because between the box and the Death Troopers, I am
You're stuck.
surrounded.
So, I think actually what I may do here is double move with compel and get in melee with the Wookiee.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yep.
Okay, and then I'll compel.
Interesting. As I go to my stack, and I probably pull the Wookiee, I do. And the Wookiee is going to go ahead and dodge. And, well, Krennic only has 1 black dice. He's going to aim and try to punch your shore trooper. Yeah. I feel like this was bait, and I'm taking it, but at this point in the game, I'm not killing Krennic, so I might as well try to take an activation. So the Wookiee does 2 hits, because he does surge to hit. 2 saves.
Okay.
Well done.
Um,
Alright, so that's going to be it for the Wookiee, and
so
Keith has pulled Krennic.
he's going to disengage.
Okay.
I wanted to tie up the Wookiee for next turn so I couldn't re-engage with Krennic is really what I did that for. I'm going to disengage here. Now, can I use spotter while engaged?
Engage can be the only... disengage, yes, you could use spotter.
Okay, so I'll spotter first. And
You
then
won't be able to disengage, because it takes both your actions, or all of your actions, to do the disengage.
Well, all of the actions would be the one left.
No. So you can only disengage. No other actions
It doesn't matter.
in your turn.
I can get a name with the other guys anyways.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you can do no other actions except for disengage, unless you have
Okay,
the
that's
disengage keyword. All right. So I think what I have over here is probably going to be... Oh, it's an officer. An officer. He's going to do a double move. So I'll come back after that. My officer has double moved up into the action, still trying to chase down Director Krennic. As Keith, it is your turn.
Yeah. So it's gonna be these guys here. Now the issue is I've got to roll at least 1 off here.
All right. So 2 suppression from Jedi Mind Trick. I'll roll both of them off.
Aim and punch you.
Alright.
Yeah, because I only need 2 hits.
I do have the dodge, so maybe that saves me.
Well, either way, I've got to
Yep.
do it. I don't think it's gonna be. I'd rather have you disengage. Try to disengage next turn.
Agreed.
So, yep. All right. Oh, I throw red, man.
Yeah, you throw red in melee.
Oh, wow. And then aim. So hopefully I'll go through.
Likely, because you do surge to hit. All three. I will, of course, dodge one. You need to save two. We'll call that cocked.
Oh, gosh, come on.
All right, folks. It is quite the game right now. It all comes down to whether or not Luke Skywalker survives, I feel. We will see if he does or not. Maybe a couple of trick plays still left. Rebels have 2, plus Luke's for a third. Empire has 2. Vader's dead. Here we go to round 6. So this is where Krennic's cunning comes into play.
Yeah, because I'm going to do 2.
I got my ally as the Force, and you got deploy the garrison. The good news is Luke and somebody else will get a dodge token. Will it be enough? That's the question. All right, Keith, you have priority with your cunning.
I forgot about that.
So your orders have gone where, sir?
So I went ahead and issued an order there, which comm relayed it back here, and then comm relayed to just use coordinate there, entourage there, and then I gave an order to Krennic here. Krennic and the Death Troopers took the standby. When the Death Troopers took a standby, I took an aim, and then they also get names there. And then surges here, and there.
Okay. On my side, Operative Luke took an order, as did the Rebel officer, both gaining a dodge token. Do you need a minute to think about what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay. Keith is ready. Where are you starting at, buddy?
I'm going to start over here. And what I'll do is I'll take another aim from these guys and go ahead and take a shot right at the Imperial officer, which does not have a hit. That's on the Wookiee.
Right. Okay. I like to challenge my opponent. We're talking about it's been a good game so far. Yeah. So you got 2 aims and a
surge,
and it's going against who?
Your Rebel officer.
Yep.
In light cover.
In light cover with the dodge.
With a dodge.
Yes. There's a crit. So I've used my critical. There's a natural crit. Oh, I am sorry.
That's okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and reroll 1 aim. 2 aim. Alright, so I'm assuming...
Block 1 because of cover. That's going to leave me with 5, eh?
Yep.
I will, of course, use my dodge
So 4.
to make it 4. I got to save one of these.
Stay alive.
Stay alive. He saves 2, so good job. Rebel officer has taken 2 wounds and 2 suppression, as I'm going to go now with Luke Skywalker, whose first action is going to be to force push your Death Troopers around the corner here. Now, since they move, they lose their standby.
Can I go through the objective?
They can go over it, they just can't land on it. So you're going to lose your standby here.
Okay, but I will pop it with Krennic.
And then you will immediately want to pop it with Krennic.
Okay.
Okay. So importantly here, for cover purposes, Luke has 2 suppression tokens. Don't roll them off, Luke. He rolls neither of them off. So he will continue to have the 2 suppression tokens. Full actions, but he gets cover 1 at this point. Of course, Director Krennic has sharpshooter 1, doesn't he? Shoot. All right, Keith opting to shoot Operative Luke.
All right.
Just go ahead and miss him all.
1. Damn.
Oh,
Seriously.
dodged a bullet there. As I
Come on.
will go ahead and dodge that.
It's incredible. I can't kill this guy.
Is Operative Luke. Luke survives, albeit with a third here. What he's going to do now, Keith, is he's going to take a free action for force push. And then you can see he's got a double move lined up.
Yeah.
So he's going to go into
Melee. Yeah.
melee with these guys. And see if I can't kill 2 stinking Death Troopers.
Yeah.
Not Death Troopers.
Here's 2. I don't see me not dying here.
Chances are good. I just need to get 2 hits. And I do surge to crit. Here we go. I get the 2 hits. All right. So those guys will drop the box, making it tough for you on that one.
Yeah, that's game, really, because even if I kill you, I can't grab that box.
I think you're right. We'll take a look and come back and see. All right, with Luke killing the team that had that box, we have done some measurements, and now there's no way for Keith to both kill Luke and pick up Luke's box or this box
Well,
back
there's
here.
no way for me to pick up a box.
To pick up a box, period. And he's got no way to kill 2 of my box holders. He could potentially kill Luke, but I would end up winning 2-1. So, Keith, good game. I know some frustration there,
Well,
but I think...
Yeah, it's great. I mean, Luke's... I can't... That's nuts, dude. That's crazy.
Let's come back and talk about him.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the War Corgi YouTube network, where we have 2 exhausted Star Wars Legion players. Thanks for coming down tonight.
Oh, I love it.
Keith, it's always a pleasure to play games with you. This is our 3rd game together, 2nd game on this channel. We have 1 game on the Paint All the Minis channel.
Yep.
And we just started a podcast.
Absolutely.
Well, you started one a little while ago, and I just joined in.
No.
So
I started with you in mind, so.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So we are up to episode 3.
3?
It is called the Jedi Hunters, or is it Hunter?
The Jedi Hunter. Basically, my friends call me the Jedi Hunter. So
Yeah, so it is your podcast. I just help host.
It's a co-host.
Otherwise, it would be Jedi Hunters.
So there you go. Maybe we should change it. Well, it's like Hunters, as in like this is the Hunters podcast. I don't know. Maybe we should change it. Just move the apostrophe over. There we go.
But you should check it out. We are still getting ourselves straight on the podcast. But so far, I've really liked the conversations, both when you were doing it by yourself, and then just this week we released our first episode where we're both on it.
Yeah.
And I thought the conversation was great. And one of the things that we talked about this week was Operative Vader and Operative Luke.
Yeah.
And it was the first time either of us fielded them after some discussion. And wow, did they perform?
Yeah, no, they were both incredible. We can obviously see after you watch this game how much, I wouldn't say better. I don't think Luke's necessarily better than Vader in this position, but in a way he is. There's a lot of powerful things he can do.
He's 40 points more expensive, so he should be better.
Yeah, okay,
right?
we can say that.
Yeah.
Whew, he's tough.
He is really tough. And, gain some tricks.
Yeah.
The 1 health came in handy today, but of course he loses the emergency stims, which can get him up to 8th for at least a little bit.
Yeah.
He gained a 4 slot, which today was key because I was using Jedi Mind Trick left and right to keep Vader suppressed.
Yeah, that was a smart play. I wasn't actually expecting that. I didn't think about it until you put it down. I'm like, well, that makes a ton of sense.
It makes a whole lot of sense with Luke's 1-pip card.
Which was strong. Yeah.
Well, it should have been strong, and then your Death Troopers took the turn off from shooting that ground and decided they fought hard not to kill Darth Vader.
Well, you use all the whites. So.
I did, but I was thinking with Surge to hit, every hit was going to do something interesting. Or most hits were, so I took a chance and it did not pay off, and then Luke ran in there and didn't kill many Death Troopers.
I'll be honest though, I think Vader held in too. He really did.
Yeah, he did, and
he took some damage, some big hits.
He did. I started this. I think this Operative Luke, as awesome as he is, favors KG play. You don't want to just run out there and start swinging like maybe a Grievous could do or something like that, because his cards are so good.
Yeah, they're more like a defensive almost.
Yeah, and playing the objective game like I did at the end here. And
dude, that was.
If I would have had his 1-pip, which I chose Chewie's 1-pip instead, that was probably... I had reasons for it, but his 1-pip where it wouldn't... I'm sorry, his 3-pip where you can't attack him.
Oh, yeah, you didn't play
range
that.
1. I did not play that.
That would have been actually really good. That would have been really, I was thinking about his 1-pip Son Skywalker, though, and I don't think they would have helped you in this game because it actually would have opened you up for more firepower.
Yeah.
Which would have been bad. Although... you pretty much took the brunt of my entire team. I've never seen somebody end with an objective in somebody else's deployment zone with most of my guys still alive.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have a lot of. I only lost
2 activations?
Well, with that last turn, I lost that second activation.
Yeah.
But before that, I just lost Vader.
Yeah. And you didn't lose him till turn 5.
No. And now I probably would have lost the one with Wookiee.
Yeah,
but
maybe. He made 2 saves before.
Right. I mean, I don't know.
Can't do that again.
I've never seen that happen where I was so. As far as the Rebels are good at that, you know. I mean, they do good with little people.
Yeah.
But I had almost my entire army still, and nothing could drop Luke.
You came darn close.
Very close.
He's at 6. He was a dodging fool. I used every trick in his bag except for moving away from Vader, and your brilliant play with his 1-pip, which is what got Luke into so much trouble.
Yeah,
Because if I just ran away with Luke, I think it's game over.
The game would have been over. Yeah, well, it's not necessarily true. I could have pushed the Force and knocked out. Well, I was very close. I was going to go after my Death Troopers, going to come around the side and shoot down your snipers. It was possible.
Yeah.
I chose not to because Luke came on the other side.
Okay.
But there was options I had if you would have ran. I definitely would have just let Luke run and gone after your other guys. I don't know if I would have made it. It would have been up in the air on that, but.
I tell you what, I don't do things for my channel to make the games more exciting, but it just turned out that bad misplay made this game a heck of a lot more exciting.
Yeah, it was.
I
think you were thinking of it smart. I just don't think. Well, with not having line of sight was huge. Like that was a huge blessing.
Yeah, it's just one of those things when you play against new units, there is a learning curve. And even though I just saw you play Vader's 1-pip and we had talked about what it did, what do? I immediately move Luke into a position where you can use that 1-pip to move him at range 1 in front of your entire army.
Which ended up not mattering anyways.
It came close. It could have gone your way, that's for sure. So I think it was a well-played game by you.
Oh, well-played game by both of us.
I survived, and we're still trying to figure out how that happened. But,
well, hopefully the comments and everything will tell us what we did wrong and what my options could have been to take out Luke. I don't know. It would be nice to see.
So we should talk about it because we did have to scratch our heads and ask for some Discord help, and it was the great LJ Pena himself. Pena. It would have been better if it was Brendan Franz, a little bit more authoritative, but LJ Pena knows the rules okay.
Yeah, okay.
He was the one who answered our question, Talk Polite on Discord, and Compel.
Yeah, so...
You made your list around Compel.
I actually did, and honestly, it's... As the card states, it doesn't clearly state that it has to be right after the rally step. Now that I just said it out loud. I mean, it kind of makes sense now. But the fact that you can
because it says after the rally step,
right?
Yeah.
But the fact that you can't use it later on as like a second action, it makes Compel. I mean, it's okay in very, very, very small situations.
I think
not in my list.
Not in your list.
Not in my
list.
I agree. Yeah.
Because there's some people get confused because it says when a unit is suppressed. That doesn't mean it just has suppression on it. It has to equal the command value of the unit so that they would actually lose an action. And then for your first action, immediately after your rally step, you can take a move by taking a suppression. Yeah. And I think you were stung a little bit by it tonight because it didn't play the way you thought it was. I think it is more useful than you think it is right now, though.
No, I mean, I see, but my list specifically, it's not a pushing force list. It's a let's shoot and move back kind of list. Right. And because of that, Compel doesn't always throw the advantage in there. I mean, technically I could still shoot or move and then shoot in some instances, but there's a lot of options where I like to shoot that range 3 and then move back to range 4 to stay out of some distances and stuff. But and I really what I like to do is I like to force people to come to me, and I did that with this game a lot, and that's why Chewie was kind of pointless because
it's terrible.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, I was working on them, but
you did a great job of managing Chewie.
Yeah, and the Wookiees too. I want them to come to me, and that's what my list is built on. And so I don't think Compel. Maybe in the last couple rounds, when I'm trying to go after something, it's possible that it will help. It will. I think in my list, I'll probably take it out.
So I've used DTF-16 in the past, and she is the unique character for the Death Troopers, and a Commander Vader and Snow Trooper list. With Imperial Guard, where you're trying to push forward, right? And you need those double move.
Yeah, exactly, because we're moving at speed 1.
It doesn't make as much sense as you're saying in the gun line that you're in.
Yeah, exactly. No, that would be a phenomenal way of doing this. And then like what you had last time, where you had the rebel officer with an Inspire as well. Would be a perfect uses for Compel. No, that would be incredible. That'd be great.
I thought it was great, and then Chris Peterson ran me over with a 10-ton truck. So I haven't played it since then, but I had played it in Germany to good effect. But
Yeah.
I will say I was pretty happy with my Wookiee play. I was happy with where I brought him in. I thought they tangled with Vader quite a bit. The one that went in and tangled with Krennic to prevent him shooting Luke later on. And they're still alive right now.
I would say I think that's kind of one of the reasons why Luke stayed alive is because I had to focus on them. I had to deal with them. And I think
You're just causing havoc.
whether or not you planned it or not, it doesn't matter. But the Wookiees are very, very difficult to deal with suppression gun lines.
They
Very,
rolled off
very
6
difficult.
suppression.
Exactly.
Turn
They do
2,
that.
yeah.
Chewie just let all his suppression go. His 4. They have high health, so it's hard to just wipe them off the. Usually if I can't suppress you, I'm gonna wipe you out. That's usually the way it goes, and you can't do that with the Wookiees. It's very hard to do that.
It is much harder to do it with that.
And they
Now,
have charge.
As I told you before the game, and I realized my mistake before we actually played, but when I put the list together, offensive push,
Yeah.
a new card. I did not read that closely enough, and I did not realize that was a tap to use.
Yeah.
And then you have to recover it. And I thought Wookiees that got a free aim token every time they
tactical
move
one. Yeah.
would be pretty awesome.
That
with
would
one.
that would be amazing.
And so that's
That would be
why I put
amazing.
them in the list.
That and
And-
tenacity. Well, you don't think you have both of them.
no, it's one or the other. Obviously, offensive push still a good card. You can get an
Yeah.
aim token at a key juncture.
Honestly, those might be even better under rebel shooters.
It is a training slot, so you would
Well,
have to take the rebel
captain.
officer,
Yeah.
the captain,
Yeah.
and then that you could. You're starting to spend a lot for a rebel core unit, which isn't that great. But I think on Imperial Guard, which are constantly moving, and Wookiees that are constantly moving, and Chewbacca, 4 points for an aim token during the game is not a bad deal. It just wasn't as good as I thought it was when I made the list.
Well, yeah,
And that would have been
again,
overpowered.
It goes back to Chewbacca wasn't really apparent in this game that much, so.
No, you managed him perfectly.
Yeah, well, that's kind of why I sometimes you don't want the hit, you just want the suppression. So, and I did that a couple times, which was like perfect. I rolled that one hit, got cut by suppression, and then I was like, okay, I don't even want to roll another dice. So, but it was good. I think great game. I think I'm probably going to keep this list for a long time. Although I will be changing the Compel guy. I will be taking him. I'll probably put the heavy in for my Death Trooper, which I'll have to shift around some points.
Yeah.
And then the commanding presence didn't throw as much of a issue with me, so I'm gonna be. I don't know why I didn't have strict orders. Honestly, it didn't hit me until I put it all on the table and thought, wait a minute, because I think honestly, strict orders too would have helped me out a lot, especially with Vader. Vader would have been able to move a little bit more.
As many order tokens as you have
Exactly.
every round.
Strict
on the
orders is
board.
like a must.
Yeah, it certainly makes sense. I want to compliment you on one more play, and it is the reason why Force Push remains a really great card. And that was when I got Luke onto that center objective at the end of the turn, and then the next turn you use Vader to push him off the objective.
Yeah, and if you notice, I didn't bring Force Reflexes.
Uh-huh.
I was debating on that, but I will tell you that Force Choke, Force Push combo, I didn't actually even use Scatter this time, which was...
No.
But I'll tell you, with that Force Push, Force Choke combo with Scatter, if I wasn't facing many like units, but I'll tell you that is nasty. And it can do some really cool things. I can make...
You're limited by the Master of the Force 1, which you were constantly running into, but,
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
It is
that was
good.
frustrating, but...
All right, I think that's going to be it. It is late here.
It is late, yeah.
I'm hoping tomorrow's a snow day for me. We will see.
Yeah, it's not for me. I'm going to travel to Kentucky tomorrow. So.
Oh, that's right. Well, good luck on the Prime. I can't wait to hear how you do.
Absolutely.
And do us proud.
I will.
All right, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, if you're one of the few people in the Legion community that haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you check out our podcast, the Jedi
Hunters. Yeah, let's just...
And, thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.